welcome back to the Banker's Masterclass series in partnership with CaixaBank, entitled Innovation to Fuel Recovery. I'm Joy McKnight, Managing Editor of The Banker, and I'm joined by Benjamí Puigdevall, who's CEO of IMAGIN, CaixaBank's mobile-only bank. In the third chapter of this series, we'll look at how young people's banking behavior has changed during the pandemic. Benjamí, thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you very much. Morning.
So let's take a step back. Why did CaixaBank launch IMAGIN, its mobile-only bank for young people, or Generation Z?
Millennials didn't like, in fact, don't like traditional banks. They feel more comfortable using mobile banking instead of using the website, and they don't want to pay for holding basic products, as for example bank accounts or car, because they prefer to pay per use. So, in other words, we identify that millennials were expecting something different from traditional banks. And that's why in January 2016, we launched IMAGIN Bank, the first mobile-only bank. And this mobile bank was designed for the millennial generation according to what they expected. And basically, a genuine digital experience designed as if it was created by a digital player. And that means, for example, no fees for basic financial services, mobile only, so without branches, without a website, focus on a great user experience. This is very relevant in the value proposition of IMAGIN. And other things as, for example, simplicity, transparency in the product portfolio, and direct and an informal communication tone. And well, this was the beginning of a very successful story.
Okay, but how has the IMAGIN platform really been evolving over the last couple of years?
We designed the new IMAGIN as a game changer with a very disruptive value proposition based on three new concepts. In addition to the traditional financial services. So today, IMAGIN offers, when we launched it June 2020, IMAGIN offers first an open community. So that means IMAGIN is open to everybody. You don't need to hold a bank account to become a member of the IMAGIN community. And this is very relevant because traditionally relationship with the banks always started with a bank account. So this is the first time that you can join a community without holding this bank account. Second, to offer digital content to the users of the platform according to the millennial interests. So this is the basics to offer to generate engagement with the members of the community. And third, to offer experiences. So experiences, that means special discounts and deals offered to the members of this community thanks to the agreements reached with the top digital players, as for example, Booking, Airbnb, or Adidas. So an open community, digital content, and experiences, these are probably the new concepts with which we are creating this disruptive value proposition. So as you can see, in other words, IMAGIN is taking a step forward in its evolution from a mobile-only bank to become a lifestyle platform. And I would add, with the aim of becoming what we call a super app. Super app means the single entry point for the daily lifestyle of the members of the community. And this is the final goal of this new IMAGIN.
Okay, but how do you think that the Gen Z's behavior has changed during the pandemic? And then again, how has IMAGIN responded to that?
If I have to choose, I would like to highlight the huge increase in the use of the digital platform. And let me explain it and show it with a couple of examples. In very few months, or when we started the pandemic in March, since there we grew from 2.5 million users to 3 million at the end of December. So that means 500,000 of new users in less than 1 year. So I never seen such a strong growth in a so short period of time. And second, and as an example of this huge impact in the use of the platform is the increase in the engagement with the platform. So this kind of stickiness with the platform. In this case, probably is a combination of the effect of the pandemic and at the same time of the strategy, the content strategy of IMAGIN. But the results are very impressive. 50% of our users are joining the platform 5 or more times per week. So that means almost once per day. And this is really, really something new. Probably in terms of rhythm of growth, we are leaping forward, let's say, 3 years after the effect of the pandemic.
Excellent. Well, thanks so much for your insights, Benjamí. In the final chapter of this Masterclass series, we'll explore how technology can be leveraged in response to the COVID-19 pandemic.